Here we are with week 2. I will be honest, it did not go well for me. Not in the sense of I failed because I didn't have the willpower, but because I had messed up my back, like strained it to the point where I could not move for a couple of days. It was painful. Uh, I couldn't move. I couldn't go make myself anything to eat. I couldn't do anything. So it really messed up my goals that I had going on next week. So this week is going to have to be different because I'm still recovering from it, but I still need to find a way to eat well and move around a little bit. So how it affected my goals for the week is I couldn't move. Of course, I strained my back. I can't move. I couldn't eat well. It was very difficult for me to get up and cook. So I was, having to eat out because I didn't have anything easy to make. Some things that I've learned, one of the pros, I should say, of this week is that I learned what happens when you strain your back. I've never done that before, and I've never really had anyone in my life do it before. I mean, I've had Charlie horses, I've had, spasms, but this is a whole new level. Like, my back would spasm so bad that I almost felt like I was being risen into heaven with how my body would arch. It sucked. But now I know how to care for it. First 2 days, almost bed rest, at least for me, almost bed rest. You move when you need to use the restroom and that's it. Right? Bed rest and bathroom. I learned about, of course you want to take some medication, but you need to make sure you're taking the right medication. You don't want to be what's the word? You don't want to suffer. I'm one of those people where I will suffer because I hate taking medication. Hate taking medication. And it's less about taking the medication. No, it is. I don't like taking meds. And it's more because of the way it feels going down my throat than anything else. If it hits my throat, I have to spit it back up. I cannot. It has to go down in one gulp. I learned about using the pain relief spray stuff. My mom has that and she has the roll on, but because my back was messed up, we used the spray. Oh my goodness. If you ever do that to your back, that is one of the best things you can do to yourself is to get one of those and either you put it on yourself or someone puts it on you. It takes a second for it to work, but when it does, oh, it is better than a heating pad. Much better than a heating pad. 10 out of 10 would recommend. So I used an actual heating pad. I looked up online and it said that you're not supposed to use a heating pad the first 24, 48 hours. You're supposed to use an ice pack. I didn't know I used the heating pad, but I did use the vibration. I tell you what, having a vibration part on the heating pad makes it feel much better. Cons. I couldn't move. I couldn't move. I couldn't make food. I couldn't eat food. I had to kind of see how many spoons I had left in my hand for that day and if I could sit up and eat or if I needed to prop myself up and eat. And those are two very different things. A con to would be that I didn't get to move as much as I wanted to. The day that I messed up my back, the very day I messed up my back, I walked for 45 minutes. for 2.2 miles per hour. 2.2 miles per hour for 45 minutes. I did take a quick break. I did grab a water bottle and probably stood for maybe 5 to 10 seconds and went back to it. I had the window open. I was on it. I was on it. And then not even 5 hours later, I messed up my back. Like, you couldn't plan it any better than how it happened. How I feel about this coming week. This week, I have some hopes. I am able to move around. I am able to, do things and like sit down for longer periods of times, like sitting up. I still have to make sure that I don't push myself because I did that today actually when I'm recording, and my back for like a couple hours after I found out that I can move around as much as I did, I was having to lay down and not move for a little bit. So the more you know, don't overexert yourself. And I knew I shouldn't have overexerted myself, but I got a little too happy. But yeah, I feel optimistic. I feel like I can get back on track. What I did to make sure that I don't eat out again is I bought some stuff from Walmart, then I had it delivered to me. Some frozen meals, a pizza, which I know pizza is not the greatest thing to have, but this is one of their like buffalo pizza, like flatbread things. Um, I know it's lower in calories than like the pizza I was gonna get, and it's still delicious. And that would probably be like the only thing I'd eat for like a meal. And then I bought a sandwich. I don't know if I said this. I bought a sandwich one of those really long ones that I can cut in half and have some chips with the meal. I also bought myself some more. Uh, I also bought myself some more diet cola type thing. It's an off-brand version because I don't buy on-brand. If I can buy off-brand, I will buy off-brand. It's very rare for me to buy the on-brand version of anything. And sometimes the off-brand version tastes better to me. So there's that fun fact about myself. I sometimes off-brand just tastes better. So for my plans for this week is to eat better, and I have a plan for that in place already. I think I have 1, 2, 3. I think I have maybe 3 to 4 days worth of food that I hope will be enough. And that way I can get back into the kitchen and cook myself stuff. I want to get creative more. I am thinking of doing some more videos, like different types of videos, things that I find enjoyable, such as gameplay and reaction. Now, gameplay, of course, I'm not going to be playing Minecraft. I'm going to be playing different games. And you will be following along and seeing how quickly I die. Or survive or whatever. And then reaction. I've been seeing some VTubers react to body cam and car wrecks and things like that. And those are things I personally love watching. So I was thinking, why not do something like that? And then you guys get to see how I like actually talk. I feel like doing it this way, you don't really see a lot of my emotions and you don't hear a lot of me, like me, just me. You hear a lot of past tense. So I was thinking I could start doing that, and then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my weekly update on Monday. I'm going to try my best to do uh either a reaction on Wednesday and then gameplay on Friday, or flip those. Keyword, I'm going to try, especially with my job coming up here pretty soon. I may have to bulk record on one day and then edit, 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 edit. But that's kind of my plan for today. Or not today. That's kind of my plan for the week. Very simple, very minor. And I do plan on actually like recording from my phone and showing you what I'm doing or things like that. I just need to remember to record. One thing that I've learned about doing this whole YouTube thing is it is very hard for me to talk to no one. Now, there are times, and I feel like some of you guys do this, but there are times where, I will talk to myself. I will make up a story, or if someone makes me mad, I'll pretend about the argument and make myself win or say that thing that I probably should have said. And here I get to say it. If I don't like it, I can cut it off and redo it. And if I like it, I keep it. It is making it to where I have to learn to say what I'm going to say. And if I don't know what I'm going to say, to come up with something to say. Like, here's something I could talk about. You see how far along I've gotten in this world? I'm not even in the same place I was in the last episode. I accidentally made the hotkey for OBS to end the recording and the hotkey for Minecraft to expand to full screen mode, the exact same hotkey. So the other day when I was recording, I clicked the hotkey and I already started the recording and it automatically stopped. It didn't save, nothing. And I couldn't figure it out until today. And when I figured it out, I cannot tell you how badly I felt so dumb. Because I was like, I only did one thing. I have a VC face thing that will show a VTuber that I created and it sucks. But it's my suck. So you're gonna have to get used to it until either I make something better or I pay for someone to make it better for me. But I got that and and I thought it was because of that. I really did. I was wondering for the longest time, is it because I added something new? Is it did I press something wrong? No, I just didn't think. I wasn't thinking at all. Which is fair. I've done it before. I'll probably do it again. um I guess I'll leave you with one interesting fact about myself. I used to collect water bottles. Yeah, I used to just collect them. I'd go to garage sales, I'd go to clearance sections, people would give them to me, and I would collect them. Would I use them? No. Sometimes I will, sometimes I don't. I've gotten rid of almost all of them though because I've never used one of them. But one day, my piano teacher from high school, we were doing a two truths and a lie. Everyone had to figure something out, and I didn't know what to put. So I put that down as one of my truths. And whenever I revealed what the lie was, my piano teacher looked at me in surprise, like I was like, "What do you mean?" And she's like, "You like collecting water bottles?" I was like, "Yeah, I know it's weird. It's it's not a normal thing to like." And she put her finger up, and she walked out into her little closet and she came back with a water bottle and she was like, "Here you go." Oh, it that see, men out there, men, it does not take a lot to please us women either. There are some like women like me. I I'm very simple. I'm a foodie. I love food. If you get me Mexican food, you got me automatically. But if it's like steak fajitas, you got me. But I have to have beans and rice. If you do not give me beans and rice, you got to wiggle your way through. Or you get me something that I'm collecting. And sometimes I don't even realize I'm collecting it. Like here lately, I've been realizing I've been collecting shot glasses and like alcoholic cup things. And I didn't even realize I was collecting them until I went to a garage sale with my mom. And they were selling some shot glasses. And I actually have some right in front of me right now. And one of them, it says, avoid hangovers, stay drunk. You can't make this stuff up. That I don't know. Something about it is it tickles me. The other one is I'm not as drunk. Oh, wait, no, wait. I'm not as think as you drunk I am. I'll be here all night. And I bought one more and it just says New Mexico Route 66. I thought it looked pretty neat and I'm a history nerd, so Route 66 has a place in my heart because I'm into more US history than I am any other history. Fun fact again. Well, I guess this will be it for at least the week 2 markup. If you have any questions that you'd like for me to answer, don't be afraid to, hit me up. Just put something in the comment section and let me know. Or if this sucks and you think this really sucks, let me know. Girl, I'm trying to get better at this. This is actually kind of fun. Let me know. If you liked it, let me know too. You can either leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you hate it, you know what? Dislike it and leave a comment and don't subscribe. Until next time, my friends and foes.